Okay, so we're gonna start with our norms. First one has to be Jalen. Can you take care of the norms there, sir?
Yeah. Uh, no matter what personal education from sacred root and behavioral leaders, grassroots as well friendly, still can be self-worth or integrity between person can be self-worth. Respect the others, respect the classroom, we are attend, participate, we are have teachers, serve as our teachers. We are here to focus on parents of post endeavors.
Okay, so GGI Townhouse. That's gonna be later on today. We're reposting the Townhouse link so you guys can take full advantage of the points and GGI. Because if you participate in a GGI discussion, you get 5 to 10 points based upon the level of engagement. This is from 11:15 a.m. to 11:45. We do it daily. So try to get some points, try to learn something, and also there's resources that the staff always works diligently to get out to you guys. So take advantage of it, right? You get the link from, again, myself, any of the staff, or just check EDSB, and it's usually in the library section or your classroom wall. Next. These Raspberry Pi kits, they're very essential to the success of your classes. I wouldn't just say only my class, but all classes. A lot of times students try to come to class ill-prepared. They have a cell phone thinking they can get a whole lot done, but the problem is you need a full functional kit. So if you have a schedule to get yours already, please come up to the school and do so. If your kit is damaged, you can also schedule to come to school and pick up a new one, and I'll repair the one you have. Granted, you bring all the parts. Yeah. You said tape, you didn't say that. I think I got some others in the closet, but I can get it to you. Okay. So can I get my Kia? Can you read this screen here?
Every Wednesday and Thursday, learn the code from the convenience of your home and get extra credit for some of your classes. The pandemic's effect on the coding job market. Why learn the code? The surprisingly broad benefits of coding. Interested? Join by clicking the link at 4 p.m.
Thank you, next will be Michaela. Can you read this screen, dear?
Daily tasks. Students will be able to complete the evaluation quiz. Hello, all aspiring students. Welcome to class. Inside the edges, you can access all protocols videos to each class. These videos are normally ready to review by 4 p.m. daily.
Thank you, ma'am. It's going to come back to Jalen real quick for the objective.
Students be able to achieve for future goals, math, module 5 and 6, speed, the escape blade via the F5. Online coursework. 11 days celebration work day is martyrdom.
Very good. All right, so let's come out of this. Remember, you're going to need this for your exit slip portion, right? So we'll come over here and give you the exit slip one more time. I think it's over here. Oh, remember to come back to this. We're going to review the objective again before we start our quiz. These two are a quiz grade, so try to finish up 5 and 6. Focus your energy on 5 and 6. Everything else we did was a regular participation score for in-class participation. These are important, 5 and 6, because they're your quiz score. So try to take your time, pace yourself. It is due, both 5 and 6, by 8 p.m. tonight. You get the exit slip, you could turn in the exit slip before you leave, because some students forget to do it. Now, I have to admit, I've looked at some of the scores. Some students are turning in exit slips without the definitions that defeats the purpose. So please, please put the definition in there. Just don't put the word in there. And while you're at it, grab the objective and throw that in there. That's an easy couple of points you can get right now. So this is for the exit slip in the chat. You can knock that out right now. You're going to turn that into today's assignment at EDSB. That's the only thing that you'll be turning into EDSB is that exit slip here for today's quiz, right? Put the exit slip in there as a downloaded PDF, hopefully, and submit it. I'll see it. The other part of the score for today is the quiz, of course, right? So that's in Everfi. Let's take a look and see how far everybody's made it. You should be logged into Everfi, which one is it? Future Goals Math, right? It looks like this here. But before I do that, let's talk about what you have to do and how to get there. So in EDSB, I gave you pretty much the information you needed. I got to take it in 2 parts, and I'm going to have a student read it. More likely, who read it last? It was Jalen, so it's going to be Miss Kennard next, I guess. 1 second. first portion and then the next. Hey, Ms. Kennard, can you read everything from hello down to Zen? This is worth 45 points. Ms. Kennard, you there?
You call me?
Yes, I did. I was asking, can you read what's in the chat from hello down?
Okay. Oh, okay. Hello and good morning to all physics with algebra students. We will begin utilizing the Everify Future Goals Math online software. Please follow the instructions below. Your coursework is labeled as physics with Algebra Q4 via this Everify website, and if you do not have an account already, you will need to register as a new student to gain access. Website for Everify to log in and begin completing the coursework online is blue hyperlink. Registration code for all courses is C6758580. You will be required to take your time and you pay attention to the instructions of each module in order to be successful with obtaining at least 80% or higher of the overall score towards full certification for this course. If your score is less than 80%, you will be required to retake the module until the appropriate score is achieved. Take Countdown and Zen.
Thank you, Ms. Kennard. That's 45 points. Well said and well read. Now, the next part, of course, is where everybody is in Everify. So come here, and we're going to get into the reports. Take a look at where everybody is. Again, we're in Future Goals Math. And if I go down the list, the goal is to have a yes in the certified area, and you only get that by going through all 6 modules. Today, we're finishing up on 5 and 6. If you have not finished anything else, go back after you finish 5 and 6 today. So I'm looking at it. Come over here. So Michaela, you're completely done. Let me see who else. Micaiah, you have 5 and 6 to finish. So Ms. Smith, you have the GGI information and everything, right? Kylie, you there? Jalen, you have not. All right, we'll go to Jalen for Stucky. So Jalen, you have not started on any of it. You need to work on 5 and 6 today, okay? Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
And you got to catch up on all this stuff, man. What was I about to say? So, Michaela, when you come back, just let me know. She had the GGI info. So, look, we're going to go through a little bit of the lesson 5, which is speed, together. And then the rest of the period, you're just going to do it on your own, 5 and 6, okay? Can't go through a whole lot because you have a lot of time to work on this. So let's all log into Everify. You do that by clicking on the link. And you're going to go to, again, Future Goals Math, right? What it is.
Hi, students. My name is Jamal Maris. I'm a 2013 Stanley Cup champion and community liaison for the Chicago Blackhawks. And I'm here to tell you a little bit about the team. The Blackhawks joined the league in 1926 and have since won 6 Stanley Cup championships, including 3 the past 6 seasons. The Blackhawks work hard toward accomplishing their one goal. From eating healthy to putting extra time at the gym, the players' commitment and discipline helps them achieve their goal. Let me introduce you to a few of our star players. Jonathan Toews is the captain and leads the team by giving 100% each and every day. Marian Hossa is one of the best two-way players in the NHL, which means he plays a strong offensive and defensive game. Duncan Keith is one of the hardest workers off the ice, and it shows as he leads the team in minutes almost every night. Brent Seabrook is a big, powerful defenseman who always seems to come through in clutch situations. When the Blackhawks aren't on the road, they like to be involved in the community and teach kids like you more about the game they love. the Blackhawks Get Out and Learn program, or GOAL, introduces hockey to elementary schools by providing equipment and clinics during PE class. The NHL at NHLPA's Hockey Scholar program brings hockey to the classroom with computer games focused on science, technology, engineering, and math skills. We are excited for you to get started. You are now part of the Blackhawks team. Get ready to tackle the next 4 games with Taze and Keith as we begin Hockey Scholar.
Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I'm the head coach, and my name is David Romero.
Hit the tutorial and jump right in. You find it by clicking on this center pane that says games, right? And what we're working on today is speed. Okay, both of these are advanced, so take your time. It builds off of things you learned from lessons 1, 2, and 3, as well as 4.
Hockey is a game of fast starts, sudden stops, and quick changes of direction. Players often need to go from standing still to top speed in a matter of seconds. These bursts of speed help players race towards the net, quickly reach loose pucks, or get to their opponent in time to block a shot. In today's training exercise, you will measure players' speed. Before you begin working with the players, let's see how much you already know about speed and how it is measured. I don't expect you will know all the right answers just yet. This is a prediction, so just make your best guess.
Okay, so let's go do some questions together, and then we're gonna start a timer. So first on the list would be Jalen. Can you read the question prompt and all the selections, and then choose the right answer you think it is?
The average of the set number is the sum of vowels divided by number of vowels. The most common vowel in a set of numbers. The lowest vowel in the set of numbers. The highest vowel in the set of numbers.
I think the answer is
Most common vowel in the set of numbers.
okay. What about you, Micaiah?
Mm, yeah.
Okay. Michaela, what do you think?
And the first one.
Say the first one? Okay. Let's keep going. Next is Michaela. Can you read this here? All the answers and choose one you think is correct.
The calculation for speed is distance divided by time. This is that a question?
Which one are you doing?
The second one.
That's going to be the second one is right here, and that's distance minus time. Distance divided by time.
Oh no, I just read it. Never mind.
Okay.
The calculation for speed is distance divided by time. Time divided by distance. Distance minus time. Time minus distance divided by time.
Okay. We're gonna keep going because I want to make sure you have time, everybody. So I'm not gonna just ask everybody. Next will be Micaiah. Can you read this statement or question and then read all the answers and choose one you think is correct?
Mark skated 15 meters in 5 seconds. What was his average speed? 3 meters per second.
Okay. Jalen, what do you need you to read that question, all the selections, and choose which one you think it is.
Player A and player B are skating the same distance, but player B covers the distance in less time. Which player has greater speed? Player B.
You gotta read all the answers, my man.
Player A, player B, they have the same speed, not enough information. Player B.
Okay. Last one is going to be on Michaela. I need you to read the question, the table, all of the answers, and choose which one you think it is.
The table shows Lisa's speed for 3 tries. What was Lisa's average speed? 5. Okay, 5 meters, 7 meters, 6 meters, 8 meters, 6.
Okay.
Nice job. Today, each player will skate the same drill 3 times each. Why do the same sprint 3 times? Well, when you are collecting data in an experiment, it is important to take your measurements multiple times to make sure your results are reliable. These repeated measurements are called trials. Before we start, let's go over some of the basics of speed and averages. You will need to understand these ideas to be able to do the measurements during the speed drills.
Everything in a hockey game moves very fast. The players reach top speeds of over 30 kilometers per hour or 20 miles per hour. The puck moves quickly too. In fact, the fastest slap shot ever recorded was over 175 kilometers per hour or 110 miles per hour. That's twice as fast as cars drive on many highways. But hockey isn't just about being fast. It's about short bursts of speed. What matters the most is that a player can win short sprints. In a hockey game, players sprint to a loose puck to get to the right spot on the ice or to break away from defenders and score a goal. Today, you'll be measuring just how fast players move in these short bursts of speed. How should you think about speed? Speed is just a measure of how fast an object or a person moves. Take a look at these 2 players. Can you tell which one has the greater average speed? That's right, player B. Both players covered the same distance, but player B took less time to do it. In other words, player B skated the same distance in less time than player A. This means that player B went faster. Speed is a measure of rate. It measures how much distance an object travels in a given time. Since speed is a rate, the units for speed always compare a unit of distance to a unit of time. For example, you have probably heard speed described in kilometers per hour or miles per hour. Both compare a unit of distance to a unit of time. Today, we will be using meters and seconds as our units. This means that the player's speed will be recorded in meters per second. Let's check out an example. If Jenny skates a distance of 40 meters in 8 seconds, what is her average speed? To find speed, we divide distance by length of time. So, 40 meters divided by 8 seconds equals 5 meters per second. Jenny skated an average of 5 meters per second. We're going to measure players' speeds by timing how long it takes them to skate a short and a long sprint. Each player will skate the short and long sprint 3 times. These 3 tests are called trials. Okay, that's it for now. Let's get started.
Okay, here's how you do this one. Instructions. Today you will run drills with 2 different players on our team. It says each player will skate a short sprint and a long sprint. Let's try it out. Instructions. First off, the short sprint, 10 meters. We'll start with player A. Instructions. Here's your player's starting point. Click on the player to start the timer. Keep clicking the player to make him skate faster across the ice. Instructions. The time and distance for each sprint are recorded for you here. Instructions. After each sprint, you will need to calculate the player's speed in meters per second. Remember, to calculate speed, divide distance by time. You can use a calculator to help you. 3, 2, 1. Okay, and we tap the player, and you see your timer's going, elapsed time. So far, it says 10 meters. That's the distance it needs to cover, but you're seeing how much time it takes. So we gotta wait till they make it across the finish line. And done. Okay, and it says round your answer to the nearest tenths place. So what is the answer? Well, think about it. Speed is measured. It has this calculation for you in meters per second. So who can tell me what that's going to be? How do we set that up? If you don't have a calculator, you can use a piece of paper. And how would you write that? Have a pencil. See who knows the answer. Jalen, do you know how to set this up? What would I do? You say you don't know.
You said round your answer to the nearest 10th place.
Right. So how do I find this answer? What's the equation for speed? They told us in the video.
Right. 10 meters.
So you said 10 meters, what?
Yeah, 10 meters for speed. And for time, right?
Right, but how do I calculate speed? No clue? Okay, said it in the video, so you need to pay attention. Let's go to Ms. Kennard. How would I calculate speed here? Do you know?
I think you should divide the distance by the time.
Yes, ma'am. So that's going to be meters per second. You see that, Jalen? By speed, it has M over S. M is for meters. Seconds is in the S. So that means it's going to be 10 divided by 23.3 for your average speed. Okay. So if you can't see my screen, I did a quick calculation by hand, right? So it's 10 divided by 23.3. Get you a calculator, or you can use a Google calculator. It's up to you, really. And to do that, I can change screen to show you. So we go, if you're using Google, you go what? Press equal sign. So a quick way to do it, 10 divided by 23.3. And that yields this here. So that's going to be 0. They said to the nearest 10th. So let's say 0.43. It's probably the 100th, but we're going to see what it says. So we're going to go back to Future Goals tab. And let's say 0.43. It says, no, this is the question he was asking. So if it's not 0.43, the 10th would be 0.4. Okay? So now you know how to answer the question. I want to do that so you understand. The tenths, hundredths, the tenths place is the next place after the decimal. So the tenths, the hundredths, thousands. So this is what you got to set it up for to get the correct answer. I don't want y'all getting frustrated and putting the answers in. With the tenths, it'll be 0. Whatever that number is. All right. So that's one done. It is now 10:39. Let's review the objective. You have to go through, use what you are learning about this system to get the answers. Take your time. All right. So now make sure share this tab, and you'll see here. Let's do another one so you can see it, because I don't think you saw that when I typed in the answer. It gave me a wrong answer if I put in 0.43 or 2. The only one is 0.4. That's the temps. All right. So what's next? Another trial, right? So now you got the hang of it. We're going to see if you can tell me what to do this time around. And click on the player, and you're going to start skating. We just got to wait for him to make it across the finish line. We know he's going a total distance of 10 meters, right? We got to figure out how much time it took that person to get to the finish line. This one's taking more time. Not going that fast.
You got to keep clicking it.
That's what you do? Oh, wow. Who said that? Michaela?
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. Smart butt. All right, so tell me how to calculate this, young lady. She just helped y'all out, too.
10 divided by 26.6.
Yes, ma'am. All right, so let's find out what that is. 26.6. Again, that's the same calculation, meters per second. You got 3 trials for each player, so you got to do this on your own for player B, and one more time for player A. So what is that calculation going to come to? It's 10. You give it the equal sign. Let's do it again. You don't have a calculator, you can do this in Google. So you just put the equal sign in the search bar and you say, what do I want to calculate? That's 10 meters divided by 26.6. This gives us what? Well, 0.37. You can't do the 7 because that's the hundredths. We got to do the tenths. So the answer is going to be 0.4 again. Okay, and I want to show you what it looks like if you do it wrong. So if I put in 0. What was it? 4? Was it 7? Is that what it was? Right. Oh no, 37. So let's come here. They said round. So if we put 0.37 in there, it'll say no. Doesn't mean you're wrong. You just didn't round it correctly because it says right here, round your answer to the nearest tens place. So that means it's going to be 37. You're going to take that 7 and round up that 3, 0.4. All right. So again, you can make it. You can change the speed of the players. That was very important, Miss Smith. Thank you. Yeah, I gave her 5 points for that because it's a good note. So you keep clicking on the player to make him change the speeds if you like, but you got to calculate each to get the understanding to do the post assessment. All right, so let's review our objective. Again, I'll give you about 10 minutes or so to get caught up in your exit slip. I think exit slip's in the chat already. Let me see. Did I put that there? Yeah, I did. So you have 10 minutes to get your exit slip done using what you're about to read, and also knocking out 5 and 6. This stuff is not hard if you pay attention to calculations and you take your time. So let me come here. This stop show. Okay. All right. Et voila. All right, and we're going to start the slideshow right here. Right here. All right. So let's have who hasn't done it in a while? Let's do Jalen. You need the points. You haven't done nothing, my man. You got to get better. Go ahead and read the objective and anything for us, Mr. Stucker.
Students to achieve certification of future goals, math module 5 and 6, speed to skate blades via the F online crossbow. Climate Day celebration word today's Monica.
Very good. Now remember, y'all have to put the definitions into the exit slip. You can't just put the word. A lot of students are doing that. Don't kill yourself. Killing your points when you don't do it all the way correctly. So if you don't do anything else, knock that out right now before you forget. Look up what the word acceleration means. Then look up what the word modica means. Put the definitions with the words in there, y'all. Also, the objective is right there. I'm gonna leave this up on the screen. You should be working on knocking out 5 and 6. Hopefully by the end of this time, give you guys about, let's see here, 15 minutes. And then we're gonna share out again by looking at the scores in Everfly to see how far you've made it, okay? Let me put the GGI information in here again, but it's already in ESB. All right, Michaela, can you read that for me in ESB? I mean, not ESB, but in Townhouse and everything in the chat.
Townhouse and GGI is mandatory for all students. Life skills class. Also, there are tons of awesome opportunities for students to take advantage of. Log in today and gain some extra credits to participate. See you there, 11:15 and 11:45 a.m. Let's go just later on today. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so let's see here. In a moment, Michaela, I want you to check your SB messages, okay? Him, Kyler, check Edsby. You can, okay. Okay, so we're at the point where review objective one more time. Let's see here, Kia, can you read what's on the screen there? You see it? Uh-oh, it changed on me, sorry. 1 second. There we go. Yikes, that looks messy. Screwed it up. There it goes. Sentence. Okay, can you read that, Ms. Kennard?
Students will be able to achieve certification in future goals, math, module 5 and 6, speed and the skate blades. View the FFI online coursework. Classroom term today is a celebration. Wherever today is Modicum.
Very good. All right. So you should have finished your exit slip and everything by now. The only thing left for you to do really is to turn that in, and then don't forget to finish both 5 and 6 by 8 p.m. tonight. So I gave you the townhouse information. The last thing is, let's see how far everybody made it. Close this here. And let's take a look at our reports and see if we've made any progress. Jalen. Okay, you got a 90 on Uncover the Ice, huh, Jalen? No, that's from last year, last quarter. So, Jalen, you still got to do something, man. What you over there doing? You got the screen off? You watching
Wait,
TV?
that's what I'm on right now.
Yeah, but this one is last quarter. So you're working on which one?
That's what I'm. I
It
guess I'm
shows
looking
you
on the wrong one because there's 2 on my account. Which
yeah.
one?
Okay, so you got 101 and high rise.
Right, and I'm working on one. I'm working on high rise.
Right. Either way, you should be working on the one for this class, and you haven't done anything. So I need you to do something, dude. You're getting yourself in hot water. So 5 and 6 you'd have done by 8 p.m. If I don't see anything,
start.
yeah, if I don't hear anything, I'm going to have to reach out to your people. What else? We got Kennard. Let's see how far you made it. Okay, you're still working on 5 and 6, I think, right?
I finished 5.
Oh, let me see here. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You did finish 5. Okay. So you just got 6 to finish. All right. Let me come out of this and check one more time to see if Jalen did any section. Yeah, so dude, you haven't turned in any of it. It's 15 minutes, so I don't know what you're doing over there. But you're not doing your work. Okay, so wait a minute. Let me stand correct. So you're using 101. You did the pre-assessment, but you didn't finish the post-assessment. So that's as of the 17th. But you didn't do nothing today. So I want you to understand, Jalen, is when I show your parents this, it doesn't take long to do the pre-assessment. So you're telling on yourself by not doing any of the assessments. You're doing other stuff right now. So I need you to do better. All right. So hopefully by 8, I'll see some improvement. If not, trust me, on Saturday, I'll be making phone calls because you've been saying I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. It didn't take nothing but 5 to 10 minutes to knock out the pre-assessment portion. That means you're not even on that screen. Okay. Just want to let you know how technology works. It timestamps you. So you got to stop trying to get around the system. Just do the work. All right. Now, close this. Yesterday, you was telling me like you was really going to get started. That was a lie. All right, now let's come up here. Course is good. All right. So remember, GGI is at 11:15. You guys have the link. It is 11:04. I want to give you time to get ready. I should see, especially you, Jalen, over at Townhouse at 11:15 because you need the points. I'm putting zeros in today. And come on, man, you're killing yourself. Like, you got about 4 weeks left and you're already falling behind. A whole week of work. You did not start. So I'll be following up with Miss Stuckey, but you need to do better. Close this. All right, so if you have no questions for me, you can head over to GGI Townhouse. You click on that link. If I were you, I would just start the link and just wait until the room opens up. But it starts at 11:15, everybody. So you're free to go, stretch your legs, get a drink of water.